Ciao, sono Anna e questo è My Italian Circle. Case grande o case grandi? Prime missione o primi missioni? Uova rotta o uovi rotti? Sometimes making adjectives agree with nouns in Italian is a real nightmare, even if you know the basic rules. Today, we'll review step by step the difficulties that learners may encounter. I prepared a PDF with the transcript of this video and a review chart with all the main concepts, so download it, it's free. And of course, subscribe to this channel. We have over 100 videos with grammar explanations and a lot of listening material to improve your Italian. Cominciamo!
Lo sai che i papaveri sono alti, alti, alti e tu sei piccolina.
Buongiorno e benvenuti al programma radio di My Italian Circle. Oggi per la prima volta potete telefonarci per rispondere al nostro quiz e provare a vincere un bellissimo premio. Andiamo subito con la prima telefonata. Pronto? Ciao, chi sei e da dove chiami?
Ciao, sono Marco e chiamo da Firenze.
Ah, Firenze, la culla dell'italiano. Molto bene. Marco, devi tradurre alcune semplici parole dall'inglese all'italiano. Facile, facile. Come si dice in italiano bad habits?
La so, facile. Si dice cattive abitudini.
No, mi dispiace Marco, non è la risposta esatta. Che peccato, sarà per la prossima volta. Ciao! Proviamo ora con un'altra telefonata. Pronto? Ciao, chi sei e da dove chiami?
Pronto? Sono Diana e chiamo da Verona.
Ciao Diana, vivi in una bellissima città. Ora dimmi come si traduce in italiano rotten eggs.
Facilissimo, si traduce uovi marci.
Mi dispiace tantissimo, ma uovi marci è sbagliato. Ritenta, sarai più fortunata. Ciao! Ragazzi, ma oggi non ne beccate una. Uovi marci e cattivi abitudini are frequent mistakes. It is very common for learners of Italian to be a little confused when it comes to putting a noun and an adjective together. Let's learn how to do it. We'll start with the easy concepts first, and then we'll increase the level of difficulty as we go along. Let's begin with the basics. In Italian, adjectives agree in gender and number with the noun they modify. If we have a masculine noun, for example, albero, the adjective is masculine too. For example, alto. Easy enough. Albero, alto. If the noun is plural, if we have more tall trees, let's say, then the adjective is plural too. Alberi, alti. So, we turn the adjective alto, masculine singular, into alti, masculine plural. By the way, remember, when you look up an adjective in a dictionary, you find the masculine singular form, for example, alto. Now, let's call adjectives that in the dictionary form end in o, alto, first group. What happens if a noun is feminine? For example, pianta. It's very simple. We take the masculine adjective alto and we change the o into a, alta. Pianta, alta. I think that you know that feminine nouns take an e in the plural. Adjectives follow the same rule. Piante, alte. From these simple examples, we can understand that masculine nouns generally end in o and feminine nouns end in a. Albero, pianta. Masculine nouns generally form the plural by changing the o to i. Albero, alberi. Feminine nouns form the plural by changing the a into e. Pianta, piante. Adjectives generally follow the same rule. Vino freddo, vini freddi. The adjective freddo has become plural by changing the o to i. Freddo, freddi, that's it. Same for adjectives that modify feminine nouns. They go from a to e. casa fredda, case fredde. Concluding, the basic concept is very simple. Adjectives generally take the same form as the noun they refer to. Pasto caldo, pasti caldi. Acqua fredda, acque fredde. So, you can see, adjectives belonging to the first group can have the endings o or a for the singular form and I or e for the plural form. But remember, generally doesn't mean always. Di solito non vuol dire sempre. This is the key. Now it's your turn. Make the adjectives agree with their noun.
Muro basso, bicicletta nuova, ragazza simpatica, gatto nero.
Now transform these sentences from singular to plural.
Le tende gialle sono pulite. I semafori sono rossi.
Time now to add a new element, adjectives ending in e. These adjectives are very easy to use. In the singular form, they always end in e, so there's no need to worry about masculine and feminine. Una festa interessante. Un libro interessante. Easy enough. As you can see, the rule of the adjective taking the same ending as the noun doesn't apply in this case. When it comes to the plural form, adjectives ending in e have once again only one form, I for both genders. Feste interessanti, libri interessanti. Remember, only one form for the singular e and only one form for the plural I. We cannot say un libro grande, una casa recenta, because grande and recente end in e. For the same reason, we cannot say quelle case sono grande, because e is the ending of the singular form. So we say quelle case sono grandi. Grandi refers to both masculine and feminine plural nouns. Quando il gioco si fa duro. Life is not always so easy, otherwise it would be boring, and we are at the point where the going gets tough. Now, what do you think of this? Giacomo Balla è un artista interessante. You might think you have a feminine name, artista, ending in a, with an adjective from the second group, interessante. Artista, interessante. But wait, isn't Giacomo a masculine name? Oh, this is so confusing. No, it is not. If you look carefully, you will see that the name artista is preceded by the masculine article un. In Italian, many nouns ending in ista are both masculine and feminine. This is because the suffix ista indicates a person who carries out an activity or has specific characteristics or follows an ideology, regardless of the gender. Barista, turista, alpinista. So, how can I tell if barista efficiente refers to a man or a woman? From the article. Un barista efficiente, una barista efficiente. What about baristi efficienti? Plural masculine or feminine or both? Well, nouns ending in ista form the masculine plural with I and the feminine plural with e. So, baristi efficienti is a group of efficient male bartenders, and bariste efficienti is a group of efficient female bartenders. Remember, for mixed groups of females and males, we use the masculine form. Baristi efficienti, in theory, could refer to a group that includes both men and women. So, now we know why barista efficiente is correct and barista efficienta is not. Now, what did we just learn? That there is a second group of adjectives ending in e. These adjectives have only one singular form, e, and one plural form, I. We saw that in these cases, when noun and adjective are singular, only the context can tell us whether it is masculine or feminine. Un turista esigente, una turista esigente. In the plural, however, the gender is clear. Nouns ending in ista have the feminine plural in e, so it's easy to make adjectives agree. Turista esigente, turisti esigenti, turiste esigenti. Resist the temptation to use the same ending for plural noun and adjective. Not turiste esigente, but turiste esigenti. In a nutshell, to make nouns and adjectives agree, you have to remember a few simple rules. But above all, you have to know the gender of nouns. You have to know your nouns well. Many nouns ending in a sound feminine, but are not. Poeta, dramma, problema, fantasma, stratagemma, the list is long, and vice versa. Moto, foto, mano, sdraio, radio look masculine but are feminine. You also need to remember a few plural nouns ending in a. Uova, lenzuola, dita, braccia, labbra. Uova is feminine plural, so rotten eggs will be uova marce. To brush up on the gender of nouns, watch our video on this topic. Carlo è un cuoco egoista e Sandro un cameriere ipocrita. And now you might find all this so confusing. Cuoco is masculine, so why is it egoista? Egoista ends in a, then it must be feminine. Sandro is a man, he's a cameriere, a strange word that ends in e, and he's also ipocrita, a word ending in a, so this doesn't make any sense at all, or does it? Yes, it does. Welcome to the third group of adjectives, those ending in a, ista, cida, ita, asta. Belga, pessimista, entusiasta, idiota, liberticida, ipocrita. These adjectives have only one singular form. Ragazza, egoista, ragazzo, egoista, and two forms for the plural. Ragazze egoiste, ragazzi egoisti. This explains why Carlo è un cuoco egoista e Sandro un cameriere ipocrita. Now, we know that ipocrita is both feminine and masculine. Cameriere is a masculine noun. It belongs to a group of nouns ending in ere that are masculine. These are often professions. Cameriere, banchiere, ingegnere, barbiere. Test yourself. Make adjectives agree with their noun.
Problema interessante. Barbieri entusiasti. Lenzuola pulite.
Lasagne verde or lasagne verdi? First of all, let me clarify the subject of lasagne. The most common form is lasagne, not lasagna. Lasagna is not entirely wrong, but in Emilia-Romagna, my region, the birthplace of lasagne, no one would ever say lasagna. Nobody. Having said that, let's move on to meet the fourth group of adjectives, which you will love because they are invariable. They never change. These adjectives are colors. Not all colors are invariable. Rosso, giallo, grigio, nero, bianco, azzurro follow the pattern of the first group. Una macchina gialla, un carro giallo. Celeste, verde and turchese belong to the second group. Una maglia celeste, 2 maglie celesti. The following colors are invariable: blu, viola, rosa, lilla, amaranto, indaco, bordeaux, nocciola, beige, marrone, arancione. Una maglia rosa, 2 maglie rosa. Un romanzo rosa. Pantaloni rosa. Marrone and arancione are often used in the plural form, marroni and arancioni. Also the adjectives pari and dispari belong to this group, together with adjectives composed by the suffixes anti, ante, plus noun. Anteguerra, antinebbia, antisfondamento. Now it's your turn. Make the adjectives agree with their noun.
Macchina nera, tende viola, lenzuola celesti.
Now let's read a short passage together. Your task is to find as many adjectives as you can. C'era una volta un orco che viveva in una palude tetra in mezzo a un bosco verdeggiante. La gente del villaggio vicino pensava che l'orco fosse terribile e diabolico. L'orco era altissimo, grosso e verde ed era molto intelligente. Nella sua casetta accogliente aveva una libreria ricca di libri interessanti. Era un orco eccentrico perché portava spesso pantaloni rosa e camicie viola o gialle. Nelle notti buie senza luna camminava per il bosco cantando canzoni lugubri e spaventose. In realtà l'orco aveva un carattere bonaccione, ma si comportava così per evitare le persone moleste. How did it go? Let's have a look at the text once again. This time I wrote nouns in red and adjectives in green to make the agreement more obvious. C'era una volta un orco che viveva in una palude tetra in mezzo a un bosco verdeggiante. La gente del villaggio vicino pensava che l'orco fosse terribile e diabolico. L'orco era altissimo, grosso e verde ed era molto intelligente. Nella sua casetta accogliente aveva una libreria ricca di libri interessanti. Era un orco eccentrico perché portava spesso pantaloni rosa e camicie viola o gialle. Nelle notti buie senza luna camminava per il bosco cantando canzoni lugubri e spaventose. In realtà l'orco aveva un carattere bonaccione, ma si comportava così per evitare le persone moleste. Now, I'm sure that expressions like palude tetra, camicie viola, notti buie are no longer a headache. And this is the end of today's grammar lesson. Mastering these small but important details will help you take your Italian to the next level. Always check the gender of nouns in a dictionary and learn example sentences and collocations to help you remember. Don't forget to have a look at our other grammar videos and download our free basic Italian grammar. You can find the link in the description below. A presto!